Hey Wildcats, Principal Brooks here, and wow, what a week. But we got through it. We got through our first week of remote learning, and any and everything that could happen did. But once again, we made it through. I realized that there is a lot of frustration, there is a lot of concern about this time period that we're in. And so I just wanted to send out a video to one, say thank you for your patience, thank you for your diligence, thank you for just your cooperation as we work to try and make this time period as efficient as possible and ensure that we have an atmosphere that is conducive for education for our students. I realize that there are a lot of challenges right now, but we're going to do our very best to educate our students as efficiently as possible. And so I want to share just a couple things with the community by way of clarification. First thing I wanted to talk about was our A day, B day schedule. There seemed to be a lot of confusion about what that is and how it works. And so I want to just give a quick clarification. First of all, A day. If for example, if I'm a student right now and today is A day, I'm going to go to 4 classes through Zoom virtually. I'm going to see 4 teachers on A day. Starting at 9 o'clock, I'm going to log into that first class at 9 o'clock. I'm going to go to that class. It'll be from 9 to 9:55. Then the next class is going to be from 10 to 10:55. Then the next class, 11 to 11:55. I'm going to have lunch at 12, from 12 to 1. And then my final class on A day is going to be from 1 to 1:55. So that's A day classes. I won't see any more teachers after 2 o'clock on A day. Now, what do I do on A day at 2 o'clock, from 2 o'clock to 3:30? What I do as a student now is I log in to my B day classes and I complete a small assignment, a checkpoint, watch a video, read a passage, whatever that B day teacher has loaded in the system for me to do. And it's probably going to be no more than a 5-10 minute assignment at the most. And again, it's a checkpoint. I'm going to complete those checkpoints in my B day classes. Now, I have an advisory class, and this was another thing that was confusing for a lot of people. Advisory is a Zoom class, and I know many of you were told that it wasn't. I made a decision yesterday at 3 o'clock. I spoke to my teachers, and I let every teacher know that the expectation is to have a Zoom meeting for advisory. Students are expected to log in to Zoom during advisory. Now, why are they doing that? Advisory is for the purpose of giving out general information, anything relating to the school, having students ask any questions or concerns that they have that teachers can answer, a check-in with the students, and to answer any questions, to talk to the students if students just want to talk, hang out, whatever the case. So that advisory class is not a content specific class. They're not teaching a lesson in advisory. It is more so a check-in, informational time period, address any concerns, help students with anything that they may need during that time. So again, A day, I'm going to see my teachers. My 4 teachers on A day in Zoom. And then at 2 o'clock, I'm going to log into Canvas and just complete some assignments for my B day. And then on B day, it gets flipped. I'm now going to see my B day teachers, and then I'm going to log into my A day classes at 2 o'clock and complete my checkpoints. and we'll alternate that back and forth. A day, B day, A day, B day. Now, this information, the schedule as far as when is A day, when is B day, that schedule is found on our website, our campus website, under the Return to Learn tab. There is a lot of information there that will answer many of the questions that you all have as it relates to the schedule and what that all looks like. So hopefully I've cleared up the A day, B day expectations for the students. Now, also, I wanted to explain Safe Haven. Safe Haven will start on September the 8th, which is the day after the Labor Day weekend. So it starts on Tuesday, September 8th, and it goes through September the 25th. Now, what is Safe Haven? Safe Haven is for students who may not have connectivity at home. You don't have a device. You don't have internet at home. Parents who don't have childcare availability. Maybe a single parent who doesn't have childcare availability. No one's available, and that parent has to go to work. So Safe Haven will be for those, or children of first responders, maybe the military, their parent is deployed or whatever. So that is what Safe Haven is for those students. Now, the key to Safe Haven is those students who are our Safe Haven students can come to the building, but they will still be remote learning. They won't be going from class to class during that Safe Haven time period. They need to bring their Chromebook. If they have one, they need to bring their Chromebook with them each day. They will be in a designated area, whether it be the cafeteria or the library, depending on how many students show up, so that we can social distance those students still. They will be required to wear masks, but they won't be going to classes every period. They will sit in that one area with their Chromebooks and will continue with the remote learning that they're currently doing. The only difference is they'll be in the building. So they'll be in one designated area. They'll have their Chromebook. For those that don't have a Chromebook, we'll have a computer lab where students will be able to log on and complete remote learning. They'll just be in the building. We won't start face-to-face learning where students go from class to class for those who chose face-to-face option. That won't start until September the 28th, provided we do start, because it's still a very real possibility that we may not start face-to-face during that time. But if we do, it won't start until September 28th, and that is when the face-to-face students will be able to go from class to class. Now, students will be required to wear masks. All students who are Safe Haven during that September 8th to September 25th time period, they will be screened. Their temperatures will be checked. There will need to be a waiver signed by the parents, and every student will still need to have the appropriate shot records up to date. So if you have not secured your child's shot records, you need to do so prior to your student showing up for Safe Haven. And so I wanted to make sure I got that information out to everyone. Again, thank you so much for all of your cooperation and your patience. We're going to hopefully do much better next week with this remote learning. If you have questions, please continue to call us or email us. I know many of you called and emailed, and it took a while for us to get back to you. But because of the sheer volume of phone calls, the sheer volume of emails that we had, we worked as fast as we could to get back to those people who did call us to express their concerns about connectivity or whatever the case. Please know that we're not ignoring you. We're trying to do the best we can. We're trying to answer in Facebook, on our website, wherever you're trying to send us a message. We're trying to get to that message and answer your question as quickly as possible. But again, I reiterate, if you go to our campus website and click on the Return to Learn tab, there is a lot of information there that will answer many of the questions that you all have. I want to send out a shout out to my staff. Thank you all so much for the hard work that you did over this past week. Thank you so much to the parents and to the students. And again, hopefully next week, everything is going to go much smoother. I look forward to hearing from everyone. And again, we are going to get through this time. Thank you all. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.